Melinda here on the Modern Homesteader. It is day 31 of the 40-day challenge. I am going to save our tomatoes today. I think we talked about that. So hopefully the fire ants won't get me, and I'll be able to look and see how root bound the roots are and then get them back to a healthy start. All right, well, I've dug up half the tomato plants. Good news, I pulled the mulch back. I've dug them up. A lot of the pots had dissolved, but some of them were still pot bound. I don't know if that's the problem or not. The good news is I have seen about, gosh, I don't know, 10 earthworms just when I've been digging, and I've only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. So that's great news. It is good soil. I don't know what's going on with them, but we're gonna do this and see what happens. You can see over there our crazy chickens, how they do this whole pecking order dance on the roof before they get in. They are so crazy.
Yes, they are, Mama.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I have finished taking care of all of the tomato plants. I've given them a little bit. I still don't know. I've dug all the way down. I've spread the mulch away from them. I'm going to give them a couple days. If they don't look better, we're going to have to do something else to try and help them revive. Katie's excited. She's out here helping me, and she wanted to talk to you about something she noticed with our corn. What do you notice, Katie?
They grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
Do you want to point to them? Look how big they are. That is our corn. I am excited. It is so big. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now check on me.
Our hens are still making their way. You can see what happens with our coop. Someone guards the door. You can see. And the pecking order changes. I don't know if it changes with all groups of hens, but it does with ours. Sometimes somebody's in charge and the others don't get in. It just varies. It's kind of crazy. Worse than middle school girls, I think. But the pecking order is playing out as we have the bouncer at the door, and the others have to decide if they try to go by her, they're going to get pecked in the neck, and they don't always want to do that. So usually they all go in except 3 or 4, and those 3 or 4, every night John comes out and puts them in, and by that time the other hens are settled and they won't peck. So it is this crazy little chicken dance they do. Earlier today, John got a chance to check out one of our coolest new tools on the homestead and talk a little bit about it. So I am anxious for you to take a look and check out what we've got and what we're planning on doing with it.
The last thing I want to talk about today is our new acquisition. You saw it earlier in the week that we picked up this reel mower, R-E-E-L mower. It's also R-E-A-L, but we picked up this reel mower earlier in the week, and we think it's a good find. We got a great deal on it, bought it off of Craigslist, and we had a very specific purpose, actually 2 specific things in mind for why we wanted to get this. So you might be thinking, you have a 2-acre homestead plus a lot of other farmland around you. Why in the world would you get a push mower? There's no way you're gonna cut your grass that way, are you? Well, no, we're not. Definitely not. I want to keep doing it with a riding mower because it just takes a long time. But we had 2 specific goals in mind with this. One is right over here in the garden. We are very close to being able to put up our longer term fence solution, but as you notice, we've got some grass growing right down in here. Well, I could bring the weed eater in, and I may still do that on occasion, but we thought it might be nice if we had something that we could easily get in between the fence and the garden and mow. And that's what we think that the reel mower does. But the second thing that we think it would be great for is involving the kids. And you know, if you've watched our videos for any length of time, that we love to involve the kids. Our kids love to get out here and work outside and play outside, but we're happy to be able to involve them in the activities that we're doing. And one of those things we thought might be pretty cool is if we could take this mower and let particularly our oldest 2 kids, Anna and Ryan, put them to work, get them out here so that they could cut some of the sections of grass. Good exercise for them, also a good chance for them to learn about using one of these kinds of tools. So what we're gonna do next, not today, but our next step with this particular machine is we have got to get the blades sharpened. As you can see, the steel blades on here, they're in good shape, just a little bit of rust, but they're not terribly sharp. So I've been reading up a little bit on what we're gonna need to do and how we're going to get that taken care of. Interestingly enough, you don't just take a file sharpener and go to town trying to bring those blades to a point. Apparently, if you do that, you'll actually reduce the lifespan of the blade. So what I've been reading about is there's a compound that you can put on the blades and then turn it against the straight bar, the flat bar in the back, and it's like sharpening a pair of scissors. So that's what we're going to try to do. We got to get some of this compound, and then we're going to give it a try. And when we do, our hope is that we can get this, get that reel mower in great shape so that it's able to be able to cut at least a portion of this grass, and we can put the kids to work.
It is always fun to acquire new tools, so I think that will be a fun one, maybe even for all 7 of us as the girls get older too. Well, this is Melinda signing off for today for the 40-day challenge. I am kind of excited that we are down to the last handful of days, but a little bit sad. I can't wait. I think on day 41, we are going to go and take a look back to where we started and see where things are now, and then let you all see the progress we've made in just 40 days. It's not that long. So kind of excited to see what we do, and I'll put a little teaser out there that we're going to be taking a look back here. I think we've got 8 more days. So this is Melinda. I hope you're having a good time on your homestead. Signing off.